It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the afternoon edition for Wednesday, the 14th of December. I'm James Spann. Very active, changeable weather for Alabama over the next 7 days. Basically a weather smorgasbord, something in there for everybody. Let's dive in and talk about it. Much to discuss today. Very cold look over North America today. Deep vortex south of Hudson Bay and some really cold air pushing into the northern states. But around here, the sky has cleared over the northern counties of the state. Bright and sunny for places like Birmingham, Cullman, Huntsville, Anniston, Gadsden. Clouds are hanging tough over the south. Temperatures are mostly in the 50s this afternoon. Birmingham at 59, but much colder air streams in here tonight. In fact, you can see it to the north. St. Louis at mid-afternoon, below freezing. They're sitting at 30. And near the Canadian border, they are below zero at mid-afternoon through parts of Minnesota and North Dakota. And tomorrow, it's going to be a very brisk, cold December day down here. Up north, winter storm warnings, winter storm watches from South Dakota on west. Things are quiet down this way. On the convective outlook, this is day 4. This is for Saturday night into early Sunday morning. This is valid between 6 a.m. Saturday and 6 a.m. Sunday. A risk of severe weather from Houston, Lake Charles, Baton Rouge up to Jackson, Tuscaloosa, Muscle Shoals. And you can see in Alabama that includes areas mainly west of I-65. And this is for late Saturday night, Sunday morning. And we'll take a look at the specific threat here in just a moment. But this is good. This is the rain for the next 7 days, valid through Wednesday evening of next week. And this is suggesting rain amounts between really 2 and 3.5 inches for the northern half of the state, the bullseye sitting around Huntsville, with lighter amounts down to the south. And really good rains up into eastern Tennessee and the Great Smokies. Very good, just what we need. Here we go, model fans, the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid at noon tomorrow. Trough rotating away from us, but very cold air dropping in. Sunny, breezy, and cold, the high between 40 and 45. Some places north of Birmingham could stay in the 30s all day, much like the air we saw at the end of last week. Friday, the morning will be cold. I'd say lows between 20 and 25. The high Friday, though, back in the middle 50s as the winds veer into the south during the day. We'll call it partly sunny. The clouds will thicken Friday night. Now, this is Saturday as the weekend begins. Very mild. I'll say we'll see low 70s here, and a pretty good chance of developing rain showers with the Gulf of Mexico wide open. I don't think it rains all day. Could rain at times. A good south wind. North and west of the surface low, snow likely from Denver up to Milwaukee. This is Saturday night at midnight. And again, the Arctic front getting closer. Snow continues for places like St. Louis and Detroit, Cleveland. Down here, we'll have showers and storms Saturday night. And then this is Sunday at midday. The Arctic front is coming on through. The rain and storms will be ending from northwest to southeast Sunday afternoon. And, of course, a lot of issues here. 2 big ones. The first is the potential for strong to severe storms. This is the instability Sunday morning at 6 o'clock local time. And you can see a tongue of instability coming up through South Mississippi up to the Interstate 59 corridor in Alabama. Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Gadsden. Instability values, really it's 750 joules or higher in through there. So that is certainly sufficient instability in the cold season for strong to severe storms. Look at the dew points early Sunday morning. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out the position here of the Arctic front. But ahead of the front, we've got dew points up in the mid-60s. You wake up early Sunday morning, it's going to be very sultry and very balmy if you're south of the front. And we could clearly have strong to severe storms late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. The better dynamic forcing a little north of here, but conditions would seem to be favorable for a few strong storms, maybe severe, potential for small hail, strong winds, and an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out based on the projected helicity. So, and again, I'd say the main window for the strong to severe storms, 10 p.m. Saturday until 10 a.m. Sunday, with a better chance along and west of I-65 in Alabama. And we'll fine-tune that as we get closer. Now, the other issue, it's the temperatures. Goodness, what a temperature gradient. You can see at midday Sunday, the Arctic front should be south of Birmingham. So we start the day Sunday around 70 early in the morning. Then we drop into the 30s Sunday afternoon. And could we see a changeover to a light wintry mix? Well, here's the GFS at noon Sunday, and this run not as aggressive with that. It is becoming more in line with the European, which has never shown much. So, again, there might be a window where there could be some sleet or freezing rain on the back edge of this precipitation mass, but like we've said for the last 2 or 3 days, little, if any, impact based on everything we see now. And I don't think we see any snowflakes because the cold air initially is just going to be too shallow for snow. If anything happens, it would be sleet or freezing rain, and that's a big if. And this is Sunday evening at 6 o'clock, and the rain is pushing out. And again, the freeze line, as you can see, is pushing into northwest Alabama at that point. So Sunday looks like a raw day with temperatures falling during the day from near 70 early in the morning into the 30s Sunday afternoon, with rain throughout the day, then ending from northwest to southeast by afternoon. Maybe a bit of a wintry mix up north over the northern quarter of the state as the rain ends, but little, if any, impact at all from that. Monday, looking cold and dry. We start the day in the 20s. The high would be in the 40s if this verifies. Tuesday, for now, looks dry. We have seen other runs that looked wet. Again, Tuesday morning will be down in the low 30s. The high Tuesday afternoon should be in the 50s. And this is a week from today. This is Wednesday, the 21st of December. Different look over the continent. We've got a ridge over the Gulf of Mexico nosing in and a trough to the west. And if this is right, Wednesday would be dry and seasonal with highs probably around 60. All right, now let's go to Friday of next week, December 23rd, Christmas Eve. A surface low goes way up into Canada with a trailing front, and that brings a band of showers in here. We have seen other runs with a surface low much farther to the south. Confidence in any solution out here is very low at this point, but it clearly looks like the end of next week could be wet. And this is the end of the forecast period, Saturday, December 24th, Christmas Eve. Big trough in the west, and if that's right, Christmas Eve would be wet and cool with seasonal temperatures. Hey, check the QPF, the rain amounts coming off the European for the next 10 days. Boy, if this verifies, this is fantastic. This has got 8 inches at Huntsville. Amounts Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden between 2 and 4 inches. Very, very beneficial. And let's hope that does verify. We'll check the numbers, and again, you can see the spike up on Saturday, and it's got 68 here. I think we could see low 70s easily. And that high Sunday is going to come early in the morning. We drop off in the 30s Sunday afternoon. Very misleading if you just look at the numbers like that. Then cold Monday of next week. And again, after that, you can see around Christmas highs between 57 and 60, and that's not too far from average for this time of the year. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side. ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.